All right, time to check in with Fiona Anderson from Business in Vancouver. Good morning.
Good morning.
We're talking about boards and how many women are on them.
That's been a topic that's been around lately more often than it has been in the past. Catalyst is an organization that promotes women in the workplace, and they've done a new study comparing the number of women on boards of Canadian companies versus companies in Europe and in Asia. So they say it's the first of their kind that compares it around the world and not just internally. So when we look at the 60 companies that make up the TSX index, 20.8% of board members are women, which is actually a pretty good number and higher than we've heard in other studies. I think we've been as low as under 7% for the Business in Vancouver's top 100 companies. But how does that compare elsewhere? Well, not very well compared to European countries. If we look at the first board, we have, and I just won't go through all of them, but look at Norway, 35.5% of their board members are female. That's pretty good. And Finland also has high numbers. United Kingdom, 22.8% board members are women. There's 8 countries in Europe that actually have board representation by females better than Canada. A couple are worse, but when we look at the U.S., if we're comparing it to the U.S., we're about the same as the U.S. We're comparing it to the S&P 500 index there, where 19.2% of board members are female, again compared to the 20.8% in Canada. We do outperform Asia-Pacific countries, though. If we look at Australia, 19.2% of board members are women. That's not bad, but it goes down from there. Hong Kong, 10.2%. India, 9.5%. Japan, 3.1%. That comparison, Catalyst is hoping that this year will be the breakout year for women on boards, in particular in Canada, because in the Ontario Securities Commission, as you know, late last year, has put in a new rule saying get more women on boards or get more diverse board members or explain what you're doing to make that happen. So now BC has not adopted that rule itself, but most BC companies will be still bound by it because they're listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange. So hopefully 2015 will be a good year for women on boards.
All right, well, we hope so. All right, thank you very much for that, Fiona.
Thank you.
If you want some more details, go to BIV.com.